Yo homes, welcome back to another Photoshop tutorial, and this in this one I'll teach you how to create simple repeating GIFs or GIFs for Dribble or any other platform. And so let's begin. So in case you don't know what Dribble is, you most probably know what Dribble is since you are watching this video, but just in case, it's basically a platforming, a portfolio website where you can post images in the various forms including animated GIFs or videos in order to use it as your portfolio for your clients and all, and people can also contact you for projects and vice versa through the platform itself. Now you can also post images, still images, but GIFs are better because they are animated and you can show more than one part of your project. You can also post videos or multiple images in a single post, but that will need you to go for the pro version, and you most probably don't want to do that because whatever for whatever reason. So we will be going with GIFs as that's the best option. And so let's begin. Now Dribble lets you post GIFs in three particular aspect ratios. They are 400 into 300 pixel, 800 into 800 is to 600 pixel, and 1600 is to 1200 pixel. Since internet is improving and things are getting HD, it's better to go for the highest possible resolution to keep it as future proof as possible. And hence we will be starting by creating a new file with the highest aspect ratio, which is the 1600 into 1200 pixel in Photoshop. Now let's bring in all the files we want to be as part of the GIF. These are images, basically mock-ups of the various screens I did in the web design project for a Australian company. Yep, I do stuff like that. I'm a freelancer and you can hire my team as well. Link in the description below. My agency goes by the name of XAXs. Just a small plugin. Thanks for sharing. Now we will begin the actual process. With all the files in position in the layers, we will start by activating the workspace area we need for this, which is we need to activate the timeline. For that, go to Window, Workspace, and we'll get an option for motion. That will activate the video timeline, and by default it will be create video timeline, but we will create frame animation because we are using images and they're not in actual motion. You can also use these to turn short videos into GIFs by using the video timeline, but that's for another day most probably. Now you can manually create as many frames as you want, but for the stuff we are going through, easy shortcut will be to make frames from layers, and for that create the hamburger menu option in the timeline. That will open a drop down menu, and from there select make frames from layers. With this it will automatically create one frame for each layer, and that will just make work a lot easier. After that we will just edit the frames so that we get them in the right order, etc. Now you will notice that the frames that was created automatically were not exactly perfect, and that's fine. It still reduces a lot of work from your side. And now we will readjust the frames in the right order, and the slight imperfections in arrangement and all. And once that's done, we'll adjust the timing. You can adjust the timing altogether. By default it will be 0 second, but that's in my experience that's really quick, and 1 second is a bit too slow. I I personally go for 0.8 second because 4 is my favorite number and zero point 0.4 is a bit too quick. You can have your pick depending on your requirement. You can even have different time for different frames. For example, if you have one frame that you want to focus more on, you can keep it for longer time frame than the other frames. And once that's done, we'll move on to the next step. Now we will move on to save the file and export the file as a GIF. uh, One thing to notice, make sure that in the repeating section you make it forever. There are a few options. You will click, by default it will be once. You will click it, drop down menu will open, and there you will make sure to click the forever option. Otherwise it won't be repeating itself. It will just play once or twice and stop, and we don't want that. With that, let's move on to exporting the file as a GIF. For that we'll need to save it for web, and the shortcut is Command Shift Option S in Mac or Control Shift Alt S in Windows. Once that's open, that window opens, we'll make a little adjustments and then click save, and the file will be saved. By the way, if you don't want to go for the shortcut and want to know the actual route, you can export the file as a GIF besides many other options by going to the file menu, then export, and there you will get the option for save for web, legacy. And once you click that, the detailed export menu will open where we will select the file type as GIF, etc, etc. Now that we have our file ready, we can just upload it to Dribble. Just drag it in the section and fill on the details, the tags, etc. Once the file is completed rendering inside their server, you will have the option to publish it, and just publish it, and you will find it on your portfolio, on your profile. You can use the GIF in other platforms as well, like Behance and all places where they support GIFs. In fact, Facebook supports GIFs as well. And yep, I do have a Dribble profile. I am not that active here, but I do have a few projects uploaded there. If you want to go check it out, I'll add the link to the description. It comes under the same username as my every other social media. So once this completes this tutorial, to subscribe for more. You will find many other tutorials on my channel. Feel free to go check them out. Use the comment section to let me know what you think about this, your suggestions, queries, and what else you want me to do, if you have ever tried it and all. I'm also active on other social media platforms, mainly Instagram. Link in the description below. Also, I do make stock elements, photos, clips, vector elements, etc. You can get them on my 2020 and Shutterstock accounts. Also links in the description below. And once again, thanks for watching. Hope this helps you, and hope to see you again. Till then, stay above the cloud and matane.